I've asked Leanne to join us. She is with one of the more impressive consumer research firms I know of, Shelton
Group.
Shelton Group, thank you.
We're an advertising agency that specializes in consumer insights on sustainability issues.
And are we buying more green things?
We are. 64% of Americans say that they are seeking greener products
Really?
these days.
Wow.
And we're seeing that trend up.
Wow.
We're seeing it trend up even in light of the current economic environment, which is fabulous.
Right.
So what we hear, though, is that they're really interested in green product categories that are a little less expensive. So they're interested in things that they can purchase that have a lot less risk associated with it.
Right.
So they're more likely to say they're buying greener in paper products or in home cleaning products, things that aren't tremendously expensive to try.
Right.
Because ultimately what we hear in our focus groups is, I'm willing to buy it, try it, but if it doesn't work, if the efficacy isn't there, then I won't buy it again. But people don't buy just for green. And in fact, that's an important point. Few people are really altruistic in their purchases. They're not buying to save the world. They're buying to meet the functional need for the product that they're buying. So if they're buying a cleaning product, it needs to clean. If they're buying clothing and it's organic clothing, that's fabulous, but it needs to be soft. In fact, we tested the Hanes commercial where it talks about the future generations, and it's a very funny commercial. It shows the kids making faces.
I love that commercial. Yeah.
They loved it. They laughed. But what was interesting is a sidebar discussion that happened in every focus group was, yeah, but I don't know if those recycled fibers would be comfortable. So they're all about recycling, and they like the idea of reusing, but there are certain categories that they're not quite sure about recycled content.
You know, the companies I work with, and I work with a lot of companies that are trying to sell green, and they're reporting the same experience, that the consumer out there are experimenting. They're trying to figure out what green means in terms of their normal behavior. Changing behavior is hard.
Yes.
And it still has to relate in terms of price. That's still the key factor. If it's too expensive, doesn't matter how green it is, they're just
we
not
consistently find about 20% of the population that are genuinely green in an altruistic, save the environment way, and willing to pay more for it. And they do tend to be a slightly more upscale.
Affluent.
They have the ability to pay more for it.
So give me an example of a company you think that's doing it right.
Oh, well, in the consumer's perception, Sun Chips is doing it right.
Really?
Yep.
They make potato chips.
I know, but they are all about two things that the consumer can understand. They get their head wrapped around, and that is that biodegradable bag.
Yes.
I know, biodegradable is very controversial among insiders. Because and even in focus groups, we tested the commercial that they're running where you actually see the bag going away.
Beautiful commercial, but is it true?
Yeah. And so I said to them, they were all about it. They loved that commercial. And I said, well, guys, how do you dispose of your trash? And they all go, oh, yeah, I put it in a plastic bag. I said, well, is it really going to work? Well, that's okay. That's cool. They just like it that they were doing something. Doing something that they could understand intuitively. And guess what, guys? Biodegradable is a fantastic concept in the consumer's head because I can buy it, and if I want, I think most of them have been broken of the habit of tossing things out the window of their car. You know, most of them don't litter anymore. You know, I hear about the Native American commercial with a tear running down his face. I hear that a lot in focus groups. So at a young age, that was purged from their behavior. But the idea that they don't have to do anything special, that's the best of all worlds. I don't have to recycle it. I don't have to put it in a bin. You know, if that got put in the wrong place, it's okay. It's going to go away.
Time is up, but look, if you want to hear more about this kind of information, I get their email, and it's chock full of this type of insight. What's the website they should go to if they want to sign up for an email distribution or something?
You can go to sheltongroupinc.com.
Okay, and I recommend you do so. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
It was fun.
We're at SB10, fabulous conference. I hope this has been helpful for you.